Finally. Welcome back. Another week of hot takes and pump fakes. We got some kiddos missing this week, but we got a solid crew. We got Luke, we got David, we got Kelvin. First things first. NFL free agency started yesterday, and man, I mean, there's still some good free agents out left, and definitely going to be some more trades leading up to the draft and the season. But man, I mean, pretty exciting first day. I'm gonna go Kelvin. What moves have you liked so far? Maybe some moves you disliked, or whatever you've seen during this week.
Yeah, the Patriots letting Jacoby Myers walk, that hurt. Especially if we're not gonna target any of the top receivers. I mean, that was our main problem last year, is that Mac Jones didn't have any weapons, and then he let his best receiver go. So unless we're thinking about getting Thielen or D-Hop, doesn't really make sense. Or unless we're thinking about trading up in the draft and grabbing a receiver early on. Uh, Jimmy G to the Raiders didn't really. I didn't get it because he's just another placeholder quarterback for them. He's not going to take them anywhere special or anywhere they want to go. So that confused me. The Darren Waller trade, like, did y'all see the reason why the whole trade went down? Because
Yep.
coach leaked his wedding. Like, come on. So that was confusing. Jesse Bates to Atlanta, really, it's a good move. I just think they really overpaid for him. $16 million is a lot for safety who's not consensus top three. I mean, he hasn't made a Pro Bowl. He does have a second team All Pro, but I mean, he hasn't been that guy since like the Super Bowl run or even the 2020 season. Uh, what else? Oh, Stephon Gilmore to the Cowboys, really good move. And then last move, the Panthers. Who did they grab at DB? Uh, I forgot, but they grabbed a really good DB, and now the Panthers secondary is really strong, except for Ryan's best friend. So
Yeah, Kelvin, did you see that tweet that I sent in the other day of they were whoever that guy was? I forgot who. Maybe it was the guy from the Steelers. What's his name?
who did
But
they grab?
they someone put out about talking about the Panthers secondary, how strong it is, and they included
Yeah.
C.J. Henderson in it. I'm like, dude was so booty, like you can't even. But so how do you think that Jacoby Myers is gonna fare on an already pretty talented receiving core with the Raiders?
I mean, I think he instantly becomes their number two. I mean, he's a good compliment to Devontae Adams. Hunter Renfro definitely run the slot, but I mean, I think that's kind of what they were missing last year because it was kind of Devontae Adams and nobody else since Renfro was hurt and Waller missed some games and McDaniels basically game planned him out of the scheme. So it'll be their offense should be really good. They just don't have a defense. And I don't know if Jimmy G's the guy. Like I said earlier, he's in that type of offense with those type of that was before the Darren Waller trade went down. But with those type of weapons, is he really the guy that's going to go out there and sling it for 4,500 yards and 40 touchdowns? I don't think he's that guy. So they're going to really need him to step up and get out of that game manager role and actually become a modern day NFL quarterback. Like this isn't 2005 anymore when your quarterback can go 18 to 22 for 200 yards, with no defense, especially.
Okay, okay. All right, Luke. How
Uh,
you feeling? What have you seen this early week that you like
that I like.
and dislike? I mean, whatever your thoughts are.
Well, there's a lot of controversy going on within me and Kelvin's division right now. I just don't understand why the Green Bay Jets, getting everybody from the Packers, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. Alan Lazard's going to make a huge help to that receiving core. It's not going to be much of a difference, but it hurts because I hate to say this, but the Patriots are probably going to finish last in that division now. Since Rodgers just went there. I think an underrated signing was Patrick Peterson to the Steelers. That was kind of shocking to me. Because did the Steelers just lose somebody, or am I tripping?
Yeah.
They did lose somebody. I can't remember.
I can't remember who they lost, but they lost somebody. Jesse Bates to the Falcons. I think it's a good signing by them. They definitely needed like another safety, and they got the AJ Terrell and Jesse Bates duo. That's going to be nice. I also think it's funny how Jacoby Myers, the guy who had the famous stupid lateral against the Raiders, decided to go to the Raiders. I think that was kind of stupid, kind of like a KD move. But yeah, that's all my thoughts. I think the Patriots, though, we got too much money to be doing nothing with. And if they're gonna want to like have a chance next year, like Kelvin said, we gotta sign some targets for Mac, man. Because if we're sticking with Mac, who's he gonna throw to? Kendrick Bourne?
If Kendrick Bourne's our number one, you might as well wrap up the season right now.
I'm definitely thinking Thielen or D-Hop, like you said, is probably our best hope.
Yeah, I just feel like, I mean, y'all probably agree. I just don't know why the Patriots don't spend the money on weapons, but they absolutely will for, a defensive guy. I don't really understand that because the offense is what gets you in trouble every year, not defense.
Yeah.
Defense is never going to be the problem,
I was talking to my buddy about this earlier. I feel like Bill Belichick kind of has like an ego, I feel like he trusts who he picks and drafts so much that he feels a little bit too cocky to where he doesn't have to go and sign a big name like DeAndre Hopkins or Adam Thielen or Lamar at that. So, like I said, I think he just has kind of an ego.
So, Luke, how would you feel, in Kelvin too? Colin Cowherd today said that the Patriots should trade Mac Jones to the New York Jets if they don't get Aaron Rodgers and tank for Drake May or Caleb Williams.
I thought about that, to be honest. Because if you look at the up and coming years, we're gonna have like it's either one or two, like the most money like in the NFL. So we have the money to play with. We're gonna have the money to spend on big names. And if we want to tank for Caleb Williams, that's cool. I'll sit through an 0-17 year gladly if we get, the potential next GOAT. That's kind of crazy to say, but you know what I mean.
But, yeah, I think
I don't know if I know what you mean, but all right.
I think, like you said earlier, Luke, that Belichick's ego wouldn't allow him to tank.
Yeah.
I think it's stemming from he's trying to win without Brady, but you can't win with no weapons, especially in today's NFL. I mean, look at unless you have a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes, then your quarterbacks are going to need weapons. I mean, look at the top quarterbacks in the league. Jalen Hurts, you have Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown. Joe Burrow, you have three-headed monster Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins, Jamar Chase. Josh Allen has Stephon Diggs. Herbert has Mike Williams, Keenan Allen. Mac Jones has Kendrick Bourne. That's like, can't win with that.
Hunter Henry, man.
Hunter Henry, yeah.
Sad.
Yeah. Hopefully, I do hope that y'all do make some moves because sorry, David, I thought that the AFC West being the best division in football last year was kind of annoying. So I'd much rather go be a division that's actually going to be competitive and win a lot of football games. Not a shot at the AFC West by any means, David, but let me swing it to you.
All right. Got some stuff written down. A couple teams got absolutely fleeced, like Kevin was saying earlier this week. The Carolina Panthers being one of them with that DJ Moore trade. That was absolutely insane what they gave up for DJ Moore. My favorite trade, I hate to be the opposition here, Kevin, an op, if you will, is the Jimmy G trade. You just upgraded at quarterback. It puts more pressure on the 3 other quarterbacks in that division. You got a quarterback who has proven he can win not only in the regular season but also in the playoffs, and we haven't seen that other than the Chiefs in the past 7 to 8 years. Chargers getting bounced first round, Raiders getting bounced first round, Broncos not even sniffing the playoff in the past 10 years. So you got a guy has proven success in the playoffs and in the regular season, and it's been you haven't really seen that in the AFC West besides the Chiefs. Another sign I like, speaking of the AFC West, was the Broncos signing Zach Allen. Makes that defensive line even more of an absolute unit. What I hate to see is Eric Kendrick signing to the Chargers. It's an amazing sign, but terrible for me twice a year. Khalil Mack and Eric Kendricks, you aren't running that football, period, on the Chargers. Bears are doing what I expected them to do, signing freaking guys. Signing Edmonds was a huge, huge sign for the boys in Chicago. And lastly, with Aaron Rodgers probably being a Jet, does this make the Bills preseason number 3 in the division? Leave it off with a question.
It could. Because Bills ain't really doing anything. I mean, they can. Just because they don't have the money. I mean, they need to go get a running back, obviously. I'm sure you reach out to any running back that's available right now, they're going to want to come play for Josh Allen. I can tell you that. Because they're going to get the ball. I mean, they're going to run the ball plenty. They're going to get the ball out in the open field. I mean, but yeah, I mean, I could see them being 3 preseason.
I think so as well.
I don't know if y'all have anything to add about this question.
The Jimmy G, the upgraded quarterback.
Mm-hmm. It's not a 50% upgrade, but it's definitely an upgrade for Derek Carr, in my opinion.
I would say I'm interested to see how Jimmy G is going to play when he doesn't have a top 5 defense helping him. Because every single stop in his career, he's had a top 5 defense. And now he doesn't have that anymore. Now he has one of the worst defenses. Now the pressure's on him to make plays. Because there's a lot of low-scoring games in San Francisco. And he had weapons in San Francisco. So, we'll see.
I guess some things that I'm seeing, like David saying, Bears. It's kind of like Rams when we were trying to get a new stadium, moved out to LA. If you want to get that new stadium, you got to make moves and you got to be good. That's what the Bears are doing. So I think they're going to be decent next year. I mean, they're not going to probably win that division by any means. I don't think they're better than the Lions or the Vikings yet, but I think they can be. I think now we're going to be able to see Justin Fields if he's really a thrower or not. I mean, he's got DJ Moore now. He's got offensive line now. So that's exciting for the Bears. I guess the underrated move is Hargrave going to the 49ers on an already stacked defense. Obviously quarterback situation over there is still questionable. We're not sure who we're going to see, but, I mean, get a guy like that who's taking less money to come play for you. I mean, it's going to be hard to keep them out of the NFC Championship next season. And then Gilmore coming to the Cowboys is a great move. Jerry Jones is finally doing it. So you have Diggs and you have Gilmore together. I mean, it's going to be hard to throw the ball on them. I mean, obviously Diggs, he's very aggressive, so you might be able to catch him lacking a couple times, but Gilmore lacking. He's a vet. He knows what he's doing. So Kelvin's hot take of Cowboys going to the Super Bowl, just got a lot more better. So I'll say that. Swinging over to –
thought you forgot about that.
Yeah. Swinging over, I guess, to, we thought NFL trades and free agency was kind of the biggest thing this week, but it's not. We all know what it is. It's time to get our brackets busted. It's March Madness week. I'm excited. I'm going to be in the casino this weekend, trying to win some money. Probably won't, but we'll see. I'll swing it to Davo first. What's your takes on the tournament this year? Maybe your predictions as well.
I'm going to start off with who I think is going to win the whole thing. I think I spoke on them earlier. I think it was either last week or 2 weeks ago about UCLA and how they have 5 guys averaging over 10 points a game. I got them winning the whole tournament. I know they've got some bad losses, but they also have some very, very, very good wins. A couple other sleeper picks for my Final Four are Duke and Iowa. Iowa also has some bad losses, but they also have some great wins. They have beat Indiana twice, both times this season. Both times they were ranked. They beat a ranked Iowa State at the time, and they kept it close at Duke. And y'all see how hot the Blue Devils are right now. My Final Four, if it was solidified and I had absolutely one bracket, would be Baylor versus Duke and Xavier versus UCLA. Some games from the first round that I think will be fantastic is Creighton at NC State, USC and Michigan State. And don't be surprised if that Duke-Furman game is close.
Okay. So you think Furman's going to get out the first round?
I don't think they'll get out the first round, but they'll show that they can hoop. They show they play with the big boys.
Okay. Luke?
Kind of tailing off what David said again. Starting off with my just definite pick, I would win. I'm pretty certain that this is the team I would choose. Probably UCLA. I will be honest, I haven't watched much basketball this year, but I would definitely, from what I've seen, say UCLA. I mean, they got a 3-headed monster out there on offense. I definitely think Duke will make a run. Surprisingly enough, as much as I hate them, I could definitely see them making the championship. I got a little upset in the first round. I think the College of Charleston is going to beat San Diego State.
Ooh.
Shout out South Carolina. I'm going to talk about it now since one of y'all might talk about it. Clemson Tigers. It's a little biased, but Pittsburgh, NC State over the Clemson Tigers. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? We beat NC State, an average of 25 points a game? Every 3 games? Next person, man.
I can tell you the reason why we did not make it. And it's, if you are, let's say you're a casual college basketball fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to bet that you can tell me 2 players off of NC State and Pittsburgh rather than Clemson. I will put all my life savings on it. You will be able to, because nobody wants to watch Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like if Virginia wasn't good, they would never make a tournament because it's a boring style of basketball, and they don't have the name. Clemson does not have the name. It's like, oh, dude, I want to go see Hunter Tyson play basketball. Who's saying that? I don't say that. And I'm a pretty avid Clemson basketball fan. So I think that's kind of the reason why I didn't make it. And also Brownell, I mean, he's not the most liked coach.
Yeah.
He's not. So
then the loss to Louisville was
lost to Louisville, lost to Boston College, and
the Louisville one
just not a strong strength of schedule. I think that's what does us in, because we don't play. Our toughest non-conference opponent was Towson, who finished 3rd in the Colonial Conference. Yeah, not good. But I see Kel wearing a Miami sweater, so I'm going to swing it to him and get his thoughts.
Yeah, I got Miami in the going to the round of 32, then losing to Indiana, so we can cut that out. But Luke, I did like your pick. For some reason, I wanted to pick College of Charleston really bad, but I'll probably roll with San Diego State, but I will be rooting for them. I think the most overrated team in this is probably Purdue. I think they get bounced in the second round of Memphis. Don't be surprised if Louisiana beats Tennessee first round. Tennessee has been slipping and Louisiana's hot right now. So wouldn't be surprised if that happens. I think, like you said, Dave, I think Michigan State USC is going to be a really good game. That game is probably the game I had the most trouble picking. What else do I have? I think another great round one game, Texas A&M Penn State. It's gonna be a really good game. But yeah, speaking of Duke, I have them in the Elite Eight. So my Elite Eight, I have Alabama versus Arizona, Duke versus Marquette, Houston versus Texas, UConn versus UCLA. My Final Four, I have Alabama versus Marquette, Texas versus UConn, national championship. I have UConn defeating the Alabama Crimson Tide 76-68. This year's is going to be, there's no clear favorite, and I'm really happy about that because March Madness is already crazy, but now there's really just no overwhelming team where you're like, oh yeah, they're going to win. So I'm really excited to watch these games. And I guess the biggest disappointment of the college basketball season was, of course, North Carolina. I mean, they couldn't even make the tournament. Sad. Maybe Armado needs to stop filming Outer Banks and hit the gym.
I would say this season was not his fault. He was just named third team All-American. So.
That's true. Just had to take a dig at them.
Yeah, y'all are saying that y'all like UCLA. I don't. They have really bad losses. They just lost the best defender in college basketball, in Jalen Clark. And they've kind of relied on him for defense, and he's not playing in this tournament. He's out. It's going to be extremely hard to win without him. I think Duke is, hot. But if you let I've said this, if you let Virginia go up against Alabama likes to play fast, and Virginia's going to slow them down, and they're going to have problems. So I don't know if I trust Alabama either. If Virginia makes it. But they got to beat Furman, and Furman's really good this season. I think so. My Final Four is very different than y'all's. I have Baylor. I like Baylor. They play physical basketball. They run and up and down. They got good guards. They got good big men. Play defense, right? Defense is going to win you a championship in March Madness. Very different than the NBA. Defense will get you far. Then I have them playing against Marquette. Big East is the second best conference this season. It's going to be hard to keep one of those teams out. And I think Marquette with Tyler Kolak, best guard in the country, it's going to be hard to stop them. And then I have Houston versus UConn. Again, both those teams, physical basketball. And then for the championship, I have a Texas, basically state championship. I have Baylor versus Houston, with Houston winning. 2 frauds in this tournament. Kelvin missed one. The other one is Gonzaga. I'm no analyst, I'm no specialist, but I can tell you do not trust Gonzaga because both those teams have the same problem. You spread them out on the basketball court, you're going to beat them.
Where do you have? I have them making Sweet 16 and then losing to UCLA. But
I don't have either of those teams making Sweet 16. Well, no, I have Purdue. I'm looking at it. I think you are right. Memphis is going to beat Purdue.
I think Gonzaga can make the Sweet 16. I think they could beat TCU.
Ooh, I don't know.
It'll be a tough game. I think they can do it. But I think it stops at UCLA.
Because my problem is if TCU, they're I think if TCU Gonzaga play against each other, it's gonna be a lot like Baylor versus Gonzaga in the national championship a couple years ago. They are going to get smothered, and they don't like that. Kind of the same thing with Purdue, except you spread them out, and you're making shots. It's gonna be hard to lose. So, I think it's gonna, like y'all are saying. I honestly am not too sure on who's going to do what, but I think one game potential game that could happen that might surprise people is Arkansas versus Kansas. Arkansas could win that game. They're 12 men deep. Kansas not really that deep this season. They're kind of small too. So, but I mean, you are playing against the best coach in basketball right now, Bill Self. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. It'll be exciting. Now, let's go to the professional side of things. We got a couple weeks left in the season in the NBA. So I'm gonna go Luke first. What we liking NBA?
Well, first things first, I want to talk about like what's going on with the Boston Celtics, man. You know, they were like the bona fide stud of the NBA. You know, like nobody could beat them, just destroying everybody. And they're like, how many games were they, like 1-5 in their past 6 or something like that? Like they've been on such a cold streak. I've said this before. I think Tatum's kind of inconsistent in a way. I think he'll, either drop 40 points with like a 70% shooting, or he'll drop 20 points on 3 of 15. So I definitely would say the Bucks are still the top dog of the NBA. Same with the Nuggets. I think the Nuggets ain't going anywhere in the West. But once again, man, with the Mavericks, having Kyrie and Luka injured and them being on a cold streak, you got the Thunder, you got the Lakers, you got the Pelicans, you got the Mavericks. They're all competing for like that 7 through 8 spot of like the play-in tournament. So it's gonna be interesting to see, man. If Zion can come back and be healthy, if LeBron can come back and be healthy, I don't see a reason why either one of them wouldn't make it. I still think the Thunder won't make it just because they're a little underexperienced in that sort of matter. I definitely think Luka needs to come back like ASAP, or else we might be done. The Grizzlies, I respect the fact that Jaw's taking, time away from the team. Okay, dude. All right. I do respect he's taking time away from the team to, like, I guess mature himself a little bit. But in a way, that's gonna hurt the Grizzlies, because I'm pretty sure Brandon Clark's out for the year. Which means that they're really relying on Jaren Jackson and Desmond Bane to carry that squad. So I wouldn't be surprised if they drop to like the 5, 6, 7 range.
Wait a minute, you forgot about the best player in the league, Dylan Brooks. What's going on?
I hate him so much. I didn't want to get on that. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that's pretty much where my mind's at right now.
I got Dylan Brooks' take. I'll explain it later. But Kelvin.
Oh man. Guys, what did I tell you? Just keep believing in the Lakers. And they're gonna make the playoffs. And if the seeding comes out right, I think it's gonna be a Lakers Suns Western Conference Finals. I mean, as we speak right now, the Lakers are absolutely demolishing the Pelicans 75-40 at halftime. I mean, Malik Beasley has 21, AD has 20, D-Lo 13. I mean, they're hot. I mean, I think tonight if they win, I don't know if they won't jump Dallas, but they'll be tied with Dallas.
I think they'll jump us.
Yeah, for the 8th seed, and then they're right behind Minnesota too, who's struggling also as we speak. So, and the Clippers, I mean, I know they've won 3 in a row, but it's the Clippers, so we'll see how they do. But yeah, I think the Lakers are prime position to make a deep playoff run, especially when they get LeBron back. Like you said too earlier, Luke, the Celtics, man, you just lost to the Houston Rockets. Like, that is a bad loss. Like, those should be one of those, especially in a tight playoff race with Milwaukee, where you want to get home court and you drop a game to the worst team in the league. It's not a good look. Shout out to Mikal Bridges. Dude is looking like an MVP right now. Like, I'm just imagining if he would have been in Brooklyn the whole season, or if he would have had his home team for years now. Dude is a dog. But yeah, I think the West is wide open. Pretty much the East is just kind of, all right, who's Milwaukee going to play in the conference finals? You know, at this point, the West, I mean, Sacramento's balling too. I don't know if I can trust them yet because they're so young and they haven't made the playoffs in I don't know how long. But when you have like a top 3 offense in NBA history, it's kind of hard to, go against that. So right now they will play the Clippers in the first round, which would be a really good first round series. I honestly wouldn't know who to pick in that series. So yeah, that's really all I got for the NBA right now. Oh, and Jalen Brunson needs to come back fast for the Knicks because we're struggling bad without him. So he needs to come back.
I mean, Bridges could have been like that his whole career if he wasn't playing with Devin Booker.
Yeah.
I'll say that. I think I have my feelings on him. D-Book, I'm not going to explain them today. Davo.
Yeah, I mean, we covered a little bit about NBA last week. But, yeah, it's nice to see the Lakers winning without the GOAT. Makes me very comfortable as a Lakers fan. You know what I mean? Just to see them winning, D'Lo going crazy. Anthony Davis is hooping. He's actually hooping very, very well. Makes me as comfortable as a Lakers fan. That's the best way to put it. You know what I'm saying? Hoping whenever he comes back, the chemistry doesn't mess up. Because if it does, not a good look on LeBron James. But yeah, like y'all were saying, the West is wide open in terms of those playing games. It's gonna be crazy to see who solidifies their spot through that 7 through 10 range. And that's about all I have to say.
This is kind of a hot take. I don't like Dillon Brooks at all, but this is probably the best thing in the NBA in probably 2-3 years in terms of for regular season. I mean, think about when Draymond was doing this. It was exciting times. You're having actual rivalries on the basketball court. Shit talking and all this and that. We haven't seen that for a while. Now it's coming back, and I think it's good for the NBA. I will say this about LeBron. Notice when there's only one other star on his team and a bunch of supporting pieces around him, how well those teams do. It's when he tries to get too many people in, when he struggles, or the team really struggles. If he has one other star in those pieces, I mean, in all honesty, you shouldn't even try to get Kyrie. Re-sign, get Davis back, and re-sign everybody else. I mean, I guess Luke will be coming back later on. I mean, you got to – I mean, this is clearly – like, I think this is the you should – after they won the bubble title, that team should have never dispersed.
It's either that or they could have just – because that team was getting old, but you could have just got players to refill. I mean, there's no reason they should have let Caldwell Pope go. Or even
you could have signed them for a 1 year, 2 year, trade them at the deadline, get younger guys back.
Malik Monk leaving last season. That I think that should have been the Lakers' number one free agent signing, one guy they had to keep, and then they let him go to Sacramento, where he may win 6 Man of the Year.
Yeah, it's just I think Pelinka tries to do too much. I mean, it's not a bad thing to have a very proactive GM in any sport, but he's just trying to do too much to the point where it's just not going to work.
Yeah.
You're not giving those guys chances to play together, and for why it does not work in Warriors.
Cooked.
I don't know if I would want to see them in playoffs if they do make it. I don't know what they're looking at right now or how they're looking, but I mean, Klay Thompson is 33.5. They about to try to make a run. I don't know what they're standing.
They're the 5th seed right now.
Yeah.
Top Clippers and them had the same record, but the playoffs started today. They'll play Phoenix, and if KD is back, that's a sweep.
I don't know about that one.
I mean, they They lost. I mean, Phoenix lost to them last night, but I think KD makes a huge difference. If KD is on the Suns healthy playing, if they play Golden State first round, it's a wrap.
I don't know about that. I wouldn't say it's just a wrap. It's Steph Curry. He ain't just gonna roll over.
Yeah, but they're gonna go down 2-0 by the time they get back to Golden State because they can't win on the road.
Yeah, but that was set. But they had the same problem last year.
Yeah,
what happened?
Not
they stole
7
one game.
Yeah.
Not 7-26 bag. I told David this stat earlier or a couple of days ago. The worst championship team, their worst road record on the season was 21-20. I'm not saying Golden State's going to win the championship, but you're a playoff team and your road record 7-26.
I just can't sleep on. I'll never doubt Steph Curry again in my life.
No,
I'll never count him out of anything.
So, John, I got a question for you. Who would you want to see grab the 7th and 8th seed? Say the top 6 remains the same: Denver, Memphis, Sacramento, Phoenix, Golden State, Clippers. In the West, who would you want to see grab those last 2 seeds? You got Minnesota, Dallas, the Lakers.
Mavericks, Lakers.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much what everybody wants to see.
No, I mean, it sucks that both of those guys are out right now because, I mean, without either one of them, I mean, nobody's getting those shooters the ball really. So it's kind of going to be tough. So one of them needs to come back. One of them comes back. I think it'll be fine.
Now, first round matchup, would you rather see Denver versus Lakers or Denver versus Dallas and Memphis versus Lakers?
Well, I think either way you spin it, Nuggets and Grizzlies are going out if those are the 2 teams.
Okay. I like that.
They're just not going to. I mean, are you kidding me? Like, let's say it's Lakers, Denver, right? Come on. Like, Denver has no defense. Like, they're not a good defensive team by any means.
AD giving Jokic the work.
Yeah,
AD's
giving him work. They're going to shoot the ball. Michael Porter Jr. is not going to be able to do – I mean, he's going to shoot as confident as ever, but it ain't going to fall in as much because you got Jared Vanderbilt on you, who's freaking longer than an oak tree. And then you flip it to Grizzlies, Dallas. Kyrie and Luka want all the smoke. And you have – I mean, Dylan Brooks can talk as much as you want to. Those are probably the 2 best guards when it comes to – if you're talking – I mean, they're gonna give you the work. I mean,
Luka's not afraid to talk back.
Yeah, Luka's not afraid.
And
Kyrie will talk too, and he'll make you look stupid out there. And that's not a good matchup for them. I mean, and if they're not falling, I mean, they're gonna find the shooters and they're gonna shoot. So
I got one more question for you. Which out of the 4 top 2 seeds, Milwaukee, Boston, Denver, Memphis, who is most at risk in losing in the first round?
Nuggets.
Yeah,
Nuggets. I would say Memphis without Ja.
Well, Ja's coming back. I mean, come on.
Yeah, if Ja's there, then I say. Well, it really depends on who Boston plays first round. Like I said, I don't think they want to see Miami first round. That'll probably be their worst nightmare. But yeah, if Ja comes back, then I'll probably say Denver, especially if they play the Lakers.
This is also probably a hot take, but I think he's getting too much hate.
Who, Ja?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's
now that all the details are starting to come out just a little bit more. It's kind of the stupidest thing though. It's just, bro, why did you hit live on Instagram? Like,
yeah, it's just
all
like,
could have been avoided.
I just think it's too much. Like, I mean, it's just we're in the age of social media now. Like, let's say we flip this to the 90s with Dennis Rodman. I don't think he would. The way they treat Ja right now, that if the same if social media was a thing in the '90s and you had Dennis Rodman, I don't think he would play in the NBA ever again.
Oh yeah, you heard what Michael Jordan said on The Last Dance when he first
Yeah.
got into the league. All his teammates were cokeheads.
Yeah, like I just think I mean, he has bad company around him. That's just the problem. I don't think it's necessarily him. It's just you're gonna act like how you have the company around. That's just how it is. But they'll be fine. I think he'll be fine. It's just just be a little smarter next time. He'll be fine. It's just too much. I think like he shouldn't have to sit out of the NBA for that. Whereas you have James Harden and Lou Williams doing the same thing, and they've never sat out one time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't get it, but I guess I'll let you take over, Kel, for the next couple sections.
We want to start with one gotta go or start bench cut? You got a preference?
No, I don't.
All right, we'll do one gotta go. All right. I only have one, and then I know we have another one that's brought up, but I know we all like to indulge in our adult beverages, right? So so one gotta go. Beer, vodka, seltzers, or whiskey. Let's start with you, Devo.
Seltzers. It's pretty easy answer for me, myself, and I.
All right, Luke.
Well, I'm 20 years old. I'm not old enough to drink.
But if you had to pick,
if I had to pick one, from what I've heard, I would say seltzers.
Yeah. Okay.
Good. Yeah.
I've heard it's more of a girly drink in a sense.
Okay. John.
This is pretty easy just because I don't drink this a lot. Just because I don't think there's really a good one out there yet. That's seltzers. I agree with these two guys for me.
Okay, I respect that. I would probably say, it's a hot take, but I'll probably say vodka. I'm not really a huge vodka guy. I'd rather get me some whiskey.
That's fair.
But I think seltzers are more like, casual drink. If I'm at the pool or I'm not really planning to get too messed up, just have a couple seltzers, I don't know. What do I like? I like pretty much every seltzer, but you can't get rid of beer. I mean, that's just
I thought you were like a vodka bang guy.
No, I do like vodka bangs. I like vodka Sprites too, and vodka. I like anything. I like vodka, but ain't nothing beating a whiskey and Coke,
Or whiskey, or a whiskey shower.
Yeah. So
yeah, lying. All right.
Yeah. I think I remember it, but I guess I'll introduce the next one. Gotta go. So we're gonna talk about some chicken sandwiches here, guys. Everybody loves chicken sandwich. So one gotta go. Chick-fil-A, Zaxby's, Popeyes, and what's the other one? Was it Bojangles? John, we can just go back to you.
I'm gonna go Zaxby's. Chicken sandwich gotta go.
I'll take it. Okay. No, any reason?
I'm a big crispy guy when it comes to the, fried chicken products. It is crispy, but I just think it, like, obviously Chick-fil-A is not going to be the crispiest, but it's good bread. It tastes good. Popeye's great crispiness. Things made with more hate and love than love. I think Zaxby's is just kind of mild, And then Bojangles, got a little bit of that Cajun seasoning on it too. So I think Zaxby's has got to go.
Okay. Luke?
Excruciating hot take right here. I'm getting rid of Popeyes. Here's
Mm.
my explanation for this. Don't look at me crazy, all right?
I
I
what you're gonna
can't
say.
remember the last time that I went to Popeyes to get food. I'm always going to Zaxby's. I'm always going to Bojangles. I'm always going to Chick-fil-A. And I'm not really a big chicken sandwich kind of guy. I'm more of like if I go to Chick-fil-A, I'm probably going to get the 12-piece nugget. You know what I'm saying? But I've had Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. I've had a Bojangles chicken sandwich. I've had Zaxby's chicken sandwich. I've had the Popeyes chicken sandwich before too. It's a lot more rare in a sense. It's also kind of expensive. So
I knew you were gonna say something about price. I knew it.
hey man, I'm all about eating cheap, man. Let's go.
Oh, I know. I know you about the deals. It's like James. It's like James
Trust
at
me.
bars.
Trust me, man. You name a fast food restaurant, I got the app on my phone. Let's go.
With Luke in fast food restaurants is like James and bars. Deals only. He's not going to a bar if it doesn't have deals. And Luke's not going to a restaurant if it ain't got deals. That's just how it is.
I haven't been to Chick-fil-A in years.
Years?
No, I'm playing.
Oh, I was about
Yeah,
to
but you got deals at Chick-fil-A. That's what I'm saying.
All right, Devo, what you got?
Ooh, you might not like this one. I think I'm gonna have to get rid of Chick-fil-A.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I've had the Chick-fil-A chicken. I've had Popeye's chicken. I haven't had like their fried chicken, but I've had their breasts. Their wing. You know what I'm saying? And I do enjoy Popeye's chicken. I've had Bojangles. I haven't had the Bojangles chicken sandwich yet, but I've had their chicken tenders, and their chicken's pretty darn good. So you know what I'm saying. But I'm so used to like eating Chick-fil-A there. You know what I mean? And if we're talking about prices, Chick-fil-A is kind of expensive. Always been expensive. Yeah. So I think for those reasons, I think I'm just gonna say adios to Chick-fil-A.
I respect that. I'm probably going Bojangles just because, I mean, I haven't had the chicken sandwich, but say if I had to eliminate Bojangles and I had those three, you're right, John. I'm probably going Zaxby's. I may be biased about that
Definitely biased.
since I worked there for a long time, but it's just I don't know. It's something about it. Like you said, Chick-fil-A's bread is really good. It's not it would never be a crispy chicken sandwich, but I don't think I've ever had a bad Chick-fil-A sandwich. That's what I'm saying. Chick-fil-A sandwiches have a floor, and it's probably like a 6 out of 10. I've had bad Zaxby's, really bad Zaxby's,
Yeah.
and I think, and like you said, Luke, I'm never really like, I want to go to Popeyes. Like I've had their chicken sandwich probably 2 or 3 times, but after the craze was over, what was that, 2020, 2019?
It was 2020.
2020, I was just kind of like, all right, I had it, whatever. I'm not really craving it, but Chick-fil-A, man, can I get the spicy chicken sandwich, large, Diet Coke, 2 Polynesians, 2 Chick-fil-A sauces? Thank you. That's my order every time.
But also, here's another reason for my Zaxby's one too. Let's say it's you, 5 buddies, go out, get lunch, dinner, whatever. So you go to all 4 of those restaurants. The chances of somebody getting a Zaxby's chicken sandwich at Zaxby's, if you go to Zaxby's, the percentage is so low compared to the other 3 restaurants.
It's either the Big Zack snack, a chicken finger plate, or Wings and Things.
Yeah.
Nibblers meal?
Oh, Nibblers. I forgot about the Nibblers.
Yeah, and they got that Zaxby's signature sandwich. I get that pretty much every time I go.
What?
I mean, I think
Zaxby's signature sandwich combo. I get that pretty much every time.
I think the chicken sandwich part just the least from when I worked there. From when I worked there, obviously when it first came out, it was super popular. But once like everything died down, it was definitely like least popular. I mean, the kicking chicken, people love that shit. The wings, the finger meals, like salads were even more popular than the sandwich. So, I mean, there were times where I probably only sell like 3 or 4 an hour. Chick-fil-A probably get 3 or 4 a car. So, but I do have 2 follow-up questions for y'all. Out of all the chicken restaurants This is just chicken, everything in general. Who has the worst chicken?
Oh, the worst chicken.
I'm probably going. I've never been a fan of KFC.
Yeah, I remember
Never
KFC
been a
as
fan
well.
of KFC.
I'm 100% going KFC.
I'm not.
KFC is terrible.
I think the worst chicken is probably White Castle.
But exclusively chicken.
Oh, then Churches.
Churches?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Churches.
I don't think I've ever had churches. And then second question. Who has the best sweet tea? Just this is fast food in general. Who has the best sweet tea? Underrated sweet tea, cookout sweet tea.
It's too sweet for me.
I can respect that. McDonald's is way too sweet for me.
That too.
But not a pretty avid sweet tea drinker, but I've heard good things about Bojangles sweet tea.
Probably go Bojangles.
I think I'm going Bojangles. I would say Chick-fil-A, but I always end up having bubble guts after I drink Chick-fil-A sweet tea. So I'll definitely go. Also, I'm changing my answer to Zaxby's for chicken sandwich. I changed my mind.
This is hard because you can ask Dave and Luke. I drink sweet tea like it ain't nothing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much if I'm not. You can ask them. I don't really get soft drinks when I go out to fast food or even go out to a restaurant. I'm probably getting sweet tea most of the time. This isn't fast food, but this is my opinion. I think Mexican restaurants have the best sweet tea.
Oh, that's a hot take. Okay. I never, when I go to a Mexican restaurant, I don't get sweet
I don't get sweet tea.
I'm getting that
Try it.
sweet syrupy soda, baby. Come on.
Try it. I'm telling y'all, try it. Might change your life.
All right. I'll keep that in mind.
Sure.
All right. We're going to start bench cut here. I think I got some good ones. Did one of you guys have one more? Did you guys think of one or don't really? We could just stick with two then. That's fine. All right. I'll start with college since it's March Madness. Just college careers only. Who was the best big man? Or start bench cut? Anthony Davis, Tyler Hansborough, Kevin Love. I'll let y'all ponder on it. Well, I'll go ahead.
All
right, go ahead, John.
Starting Tyler Hansborough. I'm benching 80. I'm cutting Kevin Love.
All right. Luke?
I'm thinking, man. It's just like
Sorry.
I really want to throw Tyler Hansborough in there. And I know a lot of UNC fans going to be mad at me, but I think I'm cutting Tyler Hansborough because he was kind of a softie. I don't give a freak how aggressive he was, whatever. He was a. You seen the way Ron Artest scared that boy? I know we all seen that, bro. I think I'm gonna.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna start AD, bench Kevin Love, cut Tyler Hansborough.
That is absolutely ridiculous.
Fight me.
And you call yourself a UNC fan? That's crazy.
I'm a Clemson Tigers fan.
Devo.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much the same here with Luke.
That's
Start AD, bench Kevin Love, and cut Hansborough.
I think in terms
Might be a little bias in there, but it is good.
If we're talking college, I mean, Hansborough averaged 20 points 4 straight years from his freshman year to his senior year in Duke. AD was probably the worst offensively out of all those three, but he was the best defensively by far. So, but Kevin Love could rebound the heck out that ball. But I think I'm starting Tyler. I think that's pretty much guaranteed. I think I'm benching AD and cutting Kevin Love. Did we have the same one, John?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I AD's defense was just wild in college. Like, it was a block party at Kentucky.
I just can't believe they cut probably the greatest North Carolina player of all time.
Yeah, he was a walking 2010 for 4 straight years.
It's just a little bit of bias in there, but that's all good. Go Blue Devils, baby.
That's crazy to me.
We got some dookies. All right. Quarterbacks. We're going to talk about some dual threat quarterbacks, probably the greatest dual threat quarterbacks of all time. All these guys in their prime. One of these guys is currently in his prime. Start, bench, cut. Cam Newton, Lamar Jackson, Michael Vick.
It's easy.
I got mine. You guys. All right, go ahead, Luke. You got yours.
So we're talking about prime.
Prime.
I'm gonna start Cam Newton. I'm
Okay.
gonna bench Lamar and I'm cut Michael Vick.
Okay.
Two of those guys have MVP. One of them don't. Simple enough.
I can respect that. Devo.
Starting Mike Vick, benching Cam, cutting Lamar.
Bro hates dogs.
What if I told you Mike Vick actually had that dog in him? Anyway.
John.
I'm starting Lamar Jackson. I'm benching Cam, and I'm a cut Mike Vick.
Okay. Yeah, Luke, I think I got the same as yours. Start Cam, bench Lamar, cut Vic. Vic was easily the worst passer out of those guys. I think the best passer in their prime was probably Cam. The best runner, shit.
Lamar.
Probably Lamar. But I think Cam, you got the best of both worlds. I mean, 6'5", 250, and he can still run still give you 1,000 yards rushing, 3,500, 4,000 yards passing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna roll with Cam on this.
Mike Vick had that longevity though, man.
I mean, he didn't play for like 2 years. So, I mean,
I mean, where's Cam Newton right now?
Cam had
during Cam's prime, who'd he lose to?
Also
in the Super Bowl,
Broncos.
Neither one of those guys made this.
He lost to a defense. He didn't lose to, and obviously lost to a defense.
We're talking about straight prime. Lamar
It was
hasn't
prime.
made a
Cam was in
Super
his
Bowl
prime
yet.
whenever
Michael
Cam was in
Vick
his prime.
didn't come close to a Super Bowl, I think. Cam Newton almost had. If he hadn't lost to the Falcons, was it the same year he almost won undefeated? Was the same year Julio Jones dog Luke Kuechly and they ruined their perfect season? Or am I tripping?
No, that season they went 15-1. They went to the Super Bowl.
Was that Cam Newton's MVP year?
Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
Cam
that was
the year they didn't lose a game. They lost to the Denver Broncos in the Super Bowl.
That's fine.
Technically, Lamar has not made it the furthest out of all these guys. Vic made a conference championship.
Oh.
The year the Eagles played the Patriots in the Super Bowl in 2004. It was Falcons Eagles. I don't know.
Mike Vick had a pretty solid long career too, other than the 2 years you're talking about, Kelvin.
Yeah, because Vic was, I think, 99 till when Vic retired, 11, 12.
I thought it was 14.
Yeah, by that time though, I think he was on the Steelers,
Backup
and
for
the
the
Jets. Yeah,
Yeah.
he wasn't really getting no PT. And Cam played 2021, right? He was Patriots starting quarterback in 21, right? Or was it 20?
It was 20 to 21.
Yeah, so I don't know. Some free agent news. Lions signed David Montgomery, so Jamal Williams is probably
Really?
You think Jamal Williams is gone?
I think Swift's gone.
Swift.
Because you don't need two running backs who are the same.
Yeah,
it's Jamal Williams and David Montgomery.
Is Swift on contract or is he a free agent right now?
He's still on his rookie contract, but it'll be interesting to see next season if they pick up his 5th year.
Hey,
Probably
Buffalo
won't.
Bills. You hear that? Get ready to sign that running back named Jamal Williams if he's gone.
That'd be a good move for them. Get a nice combo of James Cook and Jamal Williams.
Yeah. Well, the Chiefs are probably gonna get Adam Thielen. So.
Because Juju's gone, right?
Well, they got Juju probably back too. So.
I thought Juju was
Where are they
gone.
getting all this money from, man?
Well,
They
or
don't have the
not
money.
They didn't sign Orlando Brown back, so that kind of just.
Could have about 20 mil for Adam Thielen. 20 mil for Adam Thielen.
I mean, they could. Because is MVS, is he still under contract or is he a free agent too?
He's probably under contract still.
He's under contract.
They can have a really good receiver core if you can get Thielen, Juju, MVS, and
Kelsey.
Tony and Kelsey. Oh my gosh, Mahomes may throw for 6,000 yards next year.
Stephon Diggs also reconstructed his contract. I'm assuming he took a little pay cut for them boys.
Probably.
Well, I think it's draft time.
Oh yeah. So we got childhood TV shows. I know there are some Fringe TV shows that we may have watched as kids. I guess we can kind of have a judge panel, see if we'll let it slide or not. But let's throw some out there. Would you consider Fresh Prince a childhood TV show?
I watched it a little bit. I feel like it's more like 90s.
Well, it'd be like the same thing as like George or something like that.
Because I watched those
Knock 'em
shows
in the middle
mainly. I probably say my adolescent years when I was like 11 to 14. So are we counting those as kids shows?
I mean, yeah, it's not like there's anything like super.
I was about to say, do they like curse
in there
in it or no?
Yeah, it may have been some situations that was a little bit growner than, we'll count them. We'll count them. We're not gonna count any Grey's Anatomy. Obviously, that's not a
like
kid's
George
show.
Living and stuff like that. I wouldn't consider.
I'm thinking Disney, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
So we're saying anything that came on those channels is a kid's show. Even we're considering Nick at Night in there. Adult Swim.
No, I would not.
I don't know
Okay,
about
just making sure. All right. Well, since I have first pick, I mean, I'm gonna go with the greatest animated show of all time. Give me SpongeBob SquarePants, please.
Oh,
Good one. Good pick.
All right, John.
This is probably the greatest children's animated TV show. Give me Dora the Explorer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's like a toddler's TV show.
Yeah. That's kid. Like I'd throw one in there.
Yeah. All right, Davo.
give me the Wiggles.
The Wiggles. First pick, the Wiggles. Ooh. All right, Luke.
I'm gonna be the kid for the culture. I'm gonna pick Drake and Josh.
I was hoping it would slide.
4th overall. See, I've been thinking about what I'm gonna pick right here this whole time, and I have nothing. I think I'm gonna go with Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
No.
Not Sweet Life on Deck. Sweet Life.
The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Gotcha. All right, Davo.
Give me iCarly.
Oh, I was hoping that one.
God.
You should have picked Sweet Life of Zach Cody, freaking idiot.
I was hoping you forget about it. Sorry. Sorry for my freak out, guys.
John.
Give me Wizards of Waverly Place.
Y'all are killing me right now.
Guys, I feel like we're not showing Cartoon Network any love.
I got some.
Give me at number 2. Well, first I'll probably take the last big time, kids reality show. Give me Hannah Montana, of course.
I was getting my next 3 picks every one of those.
And then at 3, man, I'm going Cartoon Network. You know what? Give me Ed, Ed and Eddie.
Thank Kelvin. You are kind of handling us right now.
Great pick, Kelvin. Great pick.
John.
Yeah, I'm gonna also go Cartoon Network here. I'm gonna go Teen Titans.
Oh. I feel like you can debate Ed and Eddie and Teen Titans though, but if I would have had Teen Titans, I would have chosen them. If I would have thought of them. Devo.
Give me a Cartoon Network show. Give me Adventure Time.
Ooh,
Okay.
good one.
Adventure Time.
Luke, you got back to back here.
I am distraught, depressed, sad that I did not get to pick my favorite TV show of all time, Teen Titans. I really should have went with that second pick.
Sorry,
Maybe we can make a little bit of trade after. I don't know.
Yeah, we could talk.
Third pick, I'm gonna go with a Cartoon Network show. I think it was Cartoon Network. Might have been Nickelodeon. Ben 10.
Yeah, Ben 10 was Cartoon Network.
And I think I'm gonna go with Phineas and Ferb.
Oh, how did Phineas and Ferb go to sleep?
Here we go.
Phineas Ferb should have been a number one pick.
Here we go, baby.
All right, Devo.
I'm thinking. Low-key looking as well, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I could kill y'all if y'all don't take these next two, man.
Give me Fairy Odd Parents.
Golly.
that was gonna be my pick, but
Golly.
Let's go. That's second one.
that was mine. I ain't gonna lie, David. But I'm gonna have to go with a different one.
All right, John.
Guys, I don't know how this has been taken yet.
Don't you dare.
Give me Pokemon.
Okay.
Okay. I love Pokemon, but I'm gonna let that one slide. Give me. I guess I got back to pack right here. So give me with this pick the show, kids show, animated, but it felt like reality, real life situations. Give me Hey Arnold.
Good pick.
Last pick, man. I can go. I feel like we could each have 10. And
We really
you're not
can't.
around. Fifth. Oh, dude, I'm looking at.
There's a lot I'm thinking of.
I'm looking at some stuff on Disney Channel right now that is crazy. I low-key wish we had 6 people right now because it'd make it way more interesting. We're gonna have. Oh man, give my 5th pick. Give me. Give me Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Ooh. I was
I
scared
was
watching that show.
stuck, man. I was stuck.
Yeah, we can't watch it because of Luke.
All right, John.
This is my last pick.
Last pick.
Who do I have right now? Because this is gonna determine on what I get.
You have Dora, Wizards
Yes.
of Waverly Place, Teen Titans, Pokemon.
Yeah. Give me Zoe 101.
Good pick. Really good pick.
Didn't watch that much as a kid. Good pick though.
Devo.
Give me Rugrats.
Good one.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This is my last pick, right?
Yeah.
Don't know how this slipped up, but I'm taking Scooby-Doo. I gotta take Scooby-Doo.
That is crazy.
That was my last pick, right?
Yeah, that was your last pick.
Power Rangers didn't get picked.
Yeah, Power Rangers.
Whoa. Wait a minute, guys.
Oh, sorry.
We gotta go through. I feel like we can't take Power Rangers now since they got taken, but
Okay.
I think I'm gonna exchange one of my picks. I think I'm gonna take off. I love Hey Arnold so much. Or should I take off Courage the Cowardly Dog? I don't know, man. I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna take off Courage. So Courage is a free agent. Give me Avatar.
Mm.
Give me Avatar. That was just, I mean, who didn't want to fucking start bending and shit? All right, John, you got Dora, Wizards of Waverly Place, Teen Titans, Pokemon, Zoe 101. You go with your picks.
I think I'm gonna change Dora. I want to go for more childhood audience.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go regular show.
Regular show. Nice. Regular show. Devo. The Wiggles.
Yeah. That was my stuff whenever I was
That
like
was
4 years
insane.
old.
That was insane.
I will switch the Wiggles for a show I also watched when I was 5 years old. Give me Elmo.
Dang it.
Wasn't expecting Elmo. Or was it Sesame Street?
Sesame Street, sorry.
Yeah. I wrote Elmo down.
Sesame Street, my bad.
Sesame Street.
was such a childhood show, man.
Luke, you got Drake and Josh, Sweet Life, Ben 10, Phineas and Ferb, Scooby Doo. Man, Luke, you got a strong 5. You may have the best 5.
John, I will offer you a pick though. Would you be
Trading
willing,
here.
Would you be willing to give me Teen Titans?
For what?
You got.
I'll give you Ben
He
10.
has. Oh, Ben 10. Oh.
Keep it.
You could maybe throw in a package deal. You know, you could do
Okay, how about this? Teen Titans. Wait, what's John's list?
regular show, Wizards of Waverly Place, Teen Titans, Pokemon, Zoe 101.
Okay, that lineup is ass. I'll keep my line. Just kidding.
Oh,
I'll keep my line.
let's see. John, what could I get for Pokemon? I got Avatar, Hey Arnold, Ed, Edd n Eddy, Hannah Montana, SpongeBob.
Why do you want Pokemon?
SpongeBob is untouchable. Yeah, you know that.
Then that's tough. Then I guess.
Devo,
What's up?
Hannah Montana for iCarly.
I think I politely declined, but I accept your offer.
David, Ben 10 for iCarly.
Appreciate Ben 10 for iCarly. No thanks. iCarly's a
Oh,
lot.
I was about to say yes.
iCarly saved me.
All right, Sweet Life, Zed, and Cody for iCarly. You thinking?
I think I'm gonna stick with what I got.
All right, fine.
And pull a little Bill
All right.
Belichick.
Dude, we could really. All right, let's start listing off some shows that we missed. First, That's So Raven.
Yeah.
Great show.
Yeah.
Kim Possible.
Kim Possible.
Arthur.
Arthur.
Yeah, Arthur. Magic School Bus.
Magic School Bus.
Dude, how did we forget Jimmy Neutron?
Oh my gosh.
Danny
Dexter.
Phantom.
Dexter. Powder Puff
Ned's
Girls.
Declassified God.
One show for me was Codename Kids Next Door.
I was thinking, Luke, I was thinking when I chose Ed, Edd n Eddy, I was like, Codename Kids Next Door, Ed, Edd n Eddy.
I
went Ed, Edd n Eddy.
show, dude.
Underrated show. I mean, well, Danny Phantom was overrated, but Rocket Power.
Oh my God.
Rocket
Johnny
Power.
Bravo.
I might need to change. I might need to change one of my boys.
It's
'cause
too late. It's too
Oh my
late.
God.
Too
Too late.
No, I'm saying we haven't even listed all the show yet.
Oh, okay.
Are we letting them go back?
I don't know, man.
If there's something out there, if we can all agree that there's something out there that we haven't said yet and we can change, then we can change.
What's the show, John?
Well, wait. All right. So we're gonna make his list shitty on purpose. Go ahead, John. Say the show.
It's Tom and Jerry.
That absolutely needs to be in somebody's list.
Yeah.
Has to be.
What do you want to take out, John?
Zoe.
Zoe.
Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide.
Great
That's another
show.
one.
Oh, dang.
Victorious.
Yeah, Victorious.
Man.
Sammy Cat.
Tom and Jerry's like such like a It's like an icon. It's like
Dude,
what
The
is it?
you know,
Jetsons, Flintstones,
Yeah.
I got two shows that are very
Looney
underrated on
Tunes.
Cartoon
Yeah.
Network. One, very underrated, Camp Laspo. Very underrated.
Total
Yeah.
Drama Island.
Total Drama Island.
Oh,
Yep. I was thinking about that after my last pick.
Island.
Total
Total
Drama
Island.
Dude, Teen Turtles, man.
Oh my
Teen
God.
Teenage
Titans.
Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Yeah, TMNT.
Justice League.
Justice League. Dude, I used to love Justice League.
Teen Turtles is crazy.
Do y'all remember Bionicles?
I do
With
not
Star
remember
Wars
that.
Bionicles?
What was that one show, right?
Backyardigans.
Yeah, I thought about Backyardigans.
Backyardigans.
Blue's Clues.
What was that one?
Blue's Clues.
That's a good one.
Thomas the Train.
There was a
Holy
bunch we used to
crap.
watch on Cartoon Network. I had that tall red dude with like the one arm. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, Foster's
Home.
Yeah, I
Foster's
forgot
Friends.
about that one.
Dude.
Dang, that was another good one.
You know what was underrated too? Back at the barnyard.
Yeah.
This is a cow farm. There's gonna be cows outside.
Too many good ones.
Oh, I don't know. Y'all may be too young for this. Did y'all watch Recess?
I did not watch Recess.
No, I've seen it pop up on my TV when I'm like going to sleep though.
Oh, Recess was goated.
What
Does The Simpsons count?
I talked about
would George Lopez count?
no.
Dude, no. What's it called? Billy and Mandy.
I remember Billy Manny.
Billy was actually stupid, was he not?
Yeah, golly, dude, we missed. Do y'all remember
What was the dog? The two dogs that were combined. You know what I'm
What
talking
about
about?
Cat Dog?
Cat dog, yeah.
What about
Clifford was too
Barney.
Animaniacs. I don't know if y'all watched that.
Hey, Jesse.
Oh my lord.
I feel like Chowder was one of David's favorite shows. I can't remember.
It was one of my favorite shows. Chowder.
Rada.
Rada.
I mean, Naruto.
We could go on for days.
We could go
really
on forever,
can.
man.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, do y'all remember? Did y'all watch All Grown Up Rugrats?
I think I did briefly back.
That was underrated too.
I
watched Beyblades, whatever it was called.
Beyblades. Let it rip, man.
Mm-hmm.
What was like the fake? What was the fake Pokemon?
Digimon.
I don't know.
I never watched that.
Bro, we should have went to like 20.
Yeah, we really could.
Too many.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to make. We could have did 20 just for one
person,
for one channel. Like,
yeah,
probably everyone except for Disney, but
Jesse.
Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network were deep.
Well, I used to have the fetish crush on Debbie Ryan. Yeah. Holy.
All right, well, I think that wraps it up here.
Yeah.
We will see y'all next week.